In today's competitive industrial environment, operational efficiency and equipment reliability are fundamental pillars. However, one challenge many organizations face is technical knowledge management. Traditional maintenance manuals often become a hindrance rather than a solution. These documents, often generic and outdated, lack the richness and detail of actual field experience. Their static nature prevents them from reflecting the specifics of each facility or the lessons learned from previous interventions. This disconnect creates uncertainty and an overdependence on experienced technicians. When critical equipment fails, searching for solutions in voluminous manuals can result in wasted time and inaccurate diagnoses. The lack of available expertise exacerbates the situation, leading to suboptimal decisions or prolonged production downtime. It's clear that we need to evolve the way we manage operational knowledge. Intelligent Technical Data Sheets, or ITSs, represent a revolution in knowledge management for maintenance and operations. They are not mere digital documents, but dynamic, living assets that transform technical information into actionable intelligence. Their design goes beyond mere description, integrating field experience and the specific operational context. A smart data sheet is a structured document that combines real technical knowledge with the invaluable experience of operators. They are designed to be understood and used by both human personnel and artificial intelligence systems. This makes them a versatile tool for diagnosis, troubleshooting, and process optimization. Unlike static manuals, FTIs offer detailed procedures and step-by-step guides that reflect the realities of the plant. They incorporate critical decision points and connect to real-time data from IoT or SCADA systems. Furthermore, their indexed and fully understandable structure facilitates instant access to relevant information, eliminating the frustration of searching through lengthy and disorganized documents. The effectiveness of a smart data sheet lies in its modular structure and comprehensive content. Each smart data sheet is conceived as a self-contained unit of operational knowledge designed to address a specific task or component. This modularity allows for flexible management and continuous updating of the facility's knowledge inventory. The key components of an FTI ensure its usefulness and usability. First, a clear identification of the asset or process it refers to, such as an electrical panel or machine, is included. This is followed by a functional description that explains what the equipment does, what its purpose is, and the impact of its failure. The intervention sequence is the heart of the smart data sheet, detailing the steps to follow with critical decisions explicitly marked. Specific plant conditions are incorporated that are not typically included in manufacturer manuals but are crucial to local operations. For example, a smart data sheet could indicate that a filter requires replacement every 300 hours if the humidity exceeds 70%, based on actual failure experience. Smart data sheets are enriched with embedded multimedia files, such as explanatory videos, annotated images, and technical audio recordings. These visual and audio resources facilitate understanding of complex procedures and component identification. In addition, common errors and tips from experienced technicians are documented, offering practical solutions and preventing recurring failures. Finally, each smart data sheet can include relevant information about spare parts, necessary tools, and specific safety precautions. This information, often scattered across different documents, is consolidated in a single location, ensuring the technician has everything they need before starting a job. The true power of smart data sheets lies in their origin, the real, practical knowledge of field technicians. Unlike theoretical manuals, smart data sheets are built from direct experience, capturing the know-how that often resides only in the minds of the most experienced operators. The information is obtained directly from the source, that is, from those who interact with the equipment daily. This ensures that the content is relevant, accurate, and tailored to the specific operating conditions of each plant or machine. This is not generic knowledge, but rather contextualized and validated by practice. There are various methods for capturing this invaluable knowledge. In-depth interviews with technicians during or after a machine or electrical panel intervention are essential. These conversations allow us to extract nuances, tricks, and lessons learned that can't be found in any manual. Recordings of actual interventions, whether video or audio, provide a faithful record of the procedures and decisions made. Direct observation of technicians performing their tasks allows for the identification of critical steps, risk points, and best practices. Even hand-drawn schematics by a veteran technician explaining how to redirect a flow or solve a problem are digitized and incorporated into the smart data sheet. Thus, every intervention, every experience, every successful adjustment becomes shared knowledge. This acquisition process transforms tacit knowledge into an explicit and accessible asset, combating knowledge loss and ensuring the operational continuity of the facility. Smart data sheets are not just a repository of information. They are active tools that transform the way a plant is operated and maintained. Their practical applications range from staff empowerment to process optimization through artificial intelligence. First, they empower maintenance technicians by providing them with instant and accurate solutions. A new technician can consult a smart data sheet to understand how a colleague resolved a similar fault, which spare part they used, or what mistakes they need to avoid. This reduces downtime and improves the quality of interventions, reducing reliance on individual memory. For training new operators, FTIs are an invaluable tool. They allow newcomers to learn with real-life scenarios and procedures without relying exclusively on the presence of experts. The sequences of worksheets, enriched with videos and examples of common errors, accelerate the learning curve and ensure standardized and effective training. Furthermore, smart data sheets are the fuel for AI-powered assistance. An AI assistant trained with this knowledge can accurately answer complex questions, offering diagnostics and troubleshooting guides. For example, when faced with a specific error code, the AI might say, "If you have error E202, verify that the contactor has been manually reset, based on the experience documented in the datasheets." Finally, they facilitate data-driven fault analysis, leading to process standardization and increased efficiency. By comparing multiple smart data sheets related to the same fault type, patterns, shift, or technician-specific resolution variations and best practices can be identified. This allows for streamlining procedures, reducing variability, and improving overall equipment reliability. Implementing smart data sheets may seem like a complex task, but a gradual and practical approach facilitates their adoption. Creating a pilot smart data sheet is the crucial first step to demonstrating their value and laying the groundwork for larger-scale implementation. The practical guide for this implementation begins with the selection of a critical machine or process. Choose equipment that fails frequently, has a high impact on production, or is associated with high turnover of technical staff. This approach ensures that the pilot smart data sheet addresses a real problem and generates a tangible impact. The next step is knowledge capture. Record an actual intervention on the selected equipment or conduct a detailed interview with the most experienced technician who works with it. The goal is to document every step, every decision, and every nuance of the operation or maintenance. Once you've captured the content, transcribe it and structure it using a smart data sheet template. Organize the information into clear sections: asset identification, functional description, intervention sequence, specific conditions, etc. Clarity and consistency in the structure are key to usability. Enhance your documentation by adding multimedia elements. Incorporate annotated images, videos explaining complex procedures, or audio recordings with technical tips. These visual and auditory elements significantly improve information comprehension and retention. Finally, validate the smart data sheet with two technicians: the original one who provided the knowledge and a new one. The original technician will confirm the accuracy and completeness of the content. The new technician will attempt to perform the intervention based solely on the FTI, which will identify any ambiguities or lack of clarity. This validation process ensures that the sheet is effective and usable in practice. Smart data sheets represent a fundamental paradigm shift in industrial knowledge management. We're moving away from static manuals and toward a dynamic, constantly learning system. This proactive approach is essential for the sustainability and competitiveness of modern operations. One of the primary objectives of FTIs is to combat knowledge loss, a growing problem due to staff turnover and generational changes. The know-how of veteran technicians, previously lost with retirement or departure, is now captured, structured, and transformed into a permanent business asset. By creating a shared, living digital archive of operational experience, Smart data sheets ensure that knowledge doesn't reside in the head of a single person, but is available to the entire company. This living manual is continually informed by new experiences, updated with lessons learned, and adapted to changes in equipment and processes. Ultimately, smart data sheets are not just a tool, but a strategy for building a more resilient, efficient, and adaptable organization. They allow knowledge to flow freely, empowering teams, optimizing operations, and preparing the industry for future challenges. Implementing smart data sheets today means investing in the operational intelligence of tomorrow.